Hey y'all, what's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Hope you all having a great week so far. I myself enjoying my weekend. Today is my Saturday. And I'm here. I'm enjoying my weekend. And I'm about to give you my review. Not review, it's a social topic. So, relax and chill with Mizu. And we're going to talk about some different random social topics that's been going on in media and have a conversation about that. This video has been depends on who's around, the interaction. Try not to take it too long, but if I get no interaction, that I'm just gonna try to make this quickly. So people replay game, appreciate you. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and comment down below of any topics that I discussed that you want to share your opinions on. Feel free to do so. I appreciate everyone who's been coming by my channel and watching my videos and sharing your input. Just really appreciate that. And thank you so much for the super thanks and the comments. I appreciate all of that. So if I ain't doing anything tomorrow, I might do the Beyond the Gates review. Just Beyond the Gates. So nothing else with it. So usually I do like 2 or 3 shows together. I'm just gonna do that show by itself to catch up. Listen, I got a couple of topics to discuss, y'all, because y'all know I usually don't do those social corners or social topics lately. But I just want to share my opinions about some things that's coming out or that was out. Hey, CM Boo, what's going on? How you doing? So y'all see y'all see the some topics. I wrote there like 10 topics. Now some will be longer than others. It depends on the content and depends on the interaction. But I don't know. We'll see if we get through all of them and whatnot. But let's start off something like let's start off with icebreaker. The reunion looks. I know Coach. Oh, what's name? Cochette. Cochette. Child this week. Child this week. Exactly. There's a lot be going on. But I don't know if I'm going to talk about everything. But listen, besides the freaking. Oh, hold up. I know. Oh, the Married to Medicine reunion looks that came out today. Because I don't talk about Potomac. But the Potomac looks, they was good. I ain't gonna front. I enjoyed the Potomac look. The ladies look nice. But Married to Medicine reunion looks. And yes, hey, Ms. Oh, child, where the answers to the money? Where the answers to the money? Because I don't know where she was going. She looked like she just looked frizzled out. And she looked static. And I said, girl, what is that? Let me know when you get answers to the money. And then we can talk. Ka-chow. I said the same thing. I said, see, that is not looking right at you, girl. What you doing? What you was doing? Not at all. All right, let's get to that. All right, so we got Toya, Heavenly, and T first. Now, I'm not a big fashion guru, so I'm just going to share how I feel when I look at the dress and what just pops up when I see them. Now, Toya, this dress could look similar to what she had on last year. The last reunion, it looked very similar. Just the top and then a puffy um, dress. But the only thing that different this year than the last time is that she had a little thing dangling on the side of it, which I felt like she should not deal with that. I think she should just take that out and kept the dress the way it was. Even if it was like similar to last year, it still looked nice on her. That little two little butterfly little things, flaps on the end of the dresses, it threw the whole dress off. I could do without that. But Toya don't look bad. Heavenly look nice. The only thing about Heavenly, I think that neck part of it is just like it look like it's choking her, but I know it's not. But it just take away her neck. I think if you take that off, I think the outfit would have been better without the neck brace. Yeah, I think she needs to take the choker off. I think it could do without the choker. Sometimes y'all do be too much. T, T, honey girl, T. What you doing? What you were doing? Who told you this was a good style for you, girl? You're a young girl, and the money's not hitting yet. So get access to the money, and then we can talk. Because this outfit is hideous. Your hair don't look right. The color, the little puff arms, and the long train with a short dress. It's every just look off. It just look off. It just look very off. And I don't know. It's just weird. I saw it, T girl, but you got the worst dress out of this bunch right now. Oh, child. Now, check is not too bad. I mean, she had to give something because she wasn't giving much in the season. She is not too bad. I mean, I think she needs to add dramatics. I mean, if she didn't have this little cape behind, it would just be the simple long dress. She looked the best too. I didn't mind the dress too much. I just didn't like the choker. Jacket is very simple, so she could still do without with the cape. But I think need to add some dramatics to her dress, so I guess the cape will be fine. Now, Quad did look cute. Quad looked cute. Quad looked like she was in another era, like in some dynasty era or something like that. I like the color on her, the nice slit back. Didn't do over the top. Got the good girls out, one leg out. I like a lady with the one leg out. Sexy dress. I love that. Sexy. And not bad. Simone, I don't know what you go. You sometimes Simone go do too much. Sometimes Simone do too little. I don't know what's going on with Simone, but hey, listen. Hey, what's up? Oh, you changed the name. Okay, I remember the picture. And I was like, who is this name? But hey, what's going on? Long time no see. You got a lower degree from for Timu, like Mrs. Scott. Oh snap! Yeah, Simone. I don't know. This little. Yeah, I know that's you. That's how I was like, I'm like, hey, Dominique. I knew that was you, but I said you changed your name. Yes. The wife don't look bad on her. But this thing on the side. What's all that, Simone? What's this? What's this thing in your side of your freaking right side? Or the left is facing me. No, I guess you facing me is the reverse. So, but what's that? I don't know. It just look off. It's like they did good with the bottom part, and then just tapped this whole thing on it. It said floop, 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 bloop, just flapped it. I was like, nah, Simone, that's not good. Contessa, not so bad. I mean, it's okay. Got the girls out, the one leg out like I like. Very simple. The color is not bad. And then there's Mimi. Mimi, wherever you going, you on a TV screen down there as well? Dominique got a man in the Amy. I can't say at home. Oh, I know that's right. Mimi gave you like a little mermaid esque kind of outfit. Seeing Simone got the worst dress. Yeah, Simone dress. Yeah, I ain't like it. And T is horrible. Oh yeah, definitely. That's me, girl. Boo. Yeah, she just got the little, like the see through at the end of it. I like the color blue. That's my favorite color. And the dress. I mean, maybe the dramatics and the little loops right here is not needed, but it wasn't me. Maybe it was fit the dress, but it probably would have been too much. Yeah, it's okay, but I don't think it's that great. That great. I don't know. It's not a unifying theme without all these ladies. I don't know what they were trying to go for, but it's not unified. So I like the colors, but just loops. I don't like that. And maybe I don't like this cake thing either. It could do without. This whole cake thing could be do without. But yeah, they was okay. The best ones I like, yeah, I would have to agree with CM, my boo, Quad and Toya. The only thing about Toya, I wish she could just not have this little train and below. She could just kept this puffy dress like she did last time. But that's that. Yeah, without the train, right? Exactly. And the sleeve. Yeah, that's it. Now I don't know what the city chart gonna be. They didn't release that yet. But I mean, based on the drama this season, I don't know. I guess they might put Simona Jackie on seat number one again. I mean, Heavenly starts a mess, but will T get second chair? I don't know. Maybe T and Quad. I don't know how they go to see the arrangement again, but based on drama, usually it's cemented around heavily. It was heavily, that first Bigelow or heavily it's Contessa, and you know, Phaedra's not there. Wait, did they get to see the chart already? I think they did. Hey, Empress Boo, what's going on? I know you doing it up. Hey. They ain't do nothing. To be honest, girl, to be honest, Boo, I wasn't really feeling the season like that either. Everybody's women each other on the freaking comment sessions, going back and forth. Quad this, Greg this, King this, that. I said this season was all that. Everything's on her own world again with her YouTube channel, team doing her YouTube channel. It's like, yeah. I could have sworn, I think they did release a chart. I don't remember. It probably a long time ago. But I do know Phaedra's not there. She's not there. Hold on, y'all. All right, that's that. Let's move on to the next topic. Let's see what I want to talk about next. Okay, let's get to this. Karen Huger. Let me tell you this, yeah, because y'all know I did not watch Potomac this season, and I ain't missed nothing because I know I was done basically with Potomac, and even though people said the season was not bad, it was very light, it was good. I still didn't care for coming back to watch it. I just got a bad taste, so I don't think I will ever go back. But whatever. But I catch clips here and there. I see people talk about, everybody was on Mia. Mia got the riot act done to her in the reunion. She gone. But, she caused chaos and mess because of her lies. So they like to keep her, whatever. And Stacey, I think like Stacey becoming I guess people like it, Stacey. And I guess she could becoming this it girl on Potomac because her little my angelisms and her quickness, her willingness. Now that whole bum TJ, whatever. I don't believe none of he's saying because unless she provides receipts that she did what she did, I don't care what you say about TJ. Like you just want clout, and it seemed like that's what you want to get. I need to be Dr. Devil Lee last season. The reunion was better than last season. Oh hey DVD, what's going on? A reunion was better than the season? Yeah, people said the reunion was good. It needs to be locked up. Oh, yeah. The Grand Dame or the Dum Dom. She ain't a Grand Dame. She's a Dum Dom. The Dum Dom. Because, lady, see, this is where people get they title or they get too big for their britches and think they all that, and people big their head up to be who they bigger than they are, and then they get besides themselves, and then realize to take what you should have taken, and then you won't have to be going through this right now. Because she got 2 years, but she's going to serve 1 year. She got 1 year suspension and then 1 year behind bars. I mean, 4 DUIs? I guess she could have got more or way worse than what she got. Glad that nobody got hurt. However, when you think you all that and you're above the law or you think you could get away with things, no. And the fact that you was off for now, I need people to stop blaming the lawyers. Like the lawyers didn't consult her or counsel her to tell her that these plea deals we worked out for you to help you, and you need to advise you to accept it. Because the lawyers work for the client at the end of the day. So the client, who is Karen Huger, said, no, I don't want to do that. I want to go to trial because she thinks she could beat it. Knowing that the video is out there, knowing that you was tore up to the floor up, Ooh, I'm lit. All the extra stuff. And you still wasn't going to trial? If everybody said, where's the lawyer? Who's the lawyer? I said, no, don't blame the lawyers. Blame her. For real, like, blame the lawyers. Don't blame the lawyers. Blame her. She the one who decided to do all that. And still decided to reject the plea deals. Which was, she could either been 60 days in jail. That's 2 months. Or took 6 months for house arrest. And I said, girl, you're not clocked in for the 9 to 5. You don't have to do no regular job like the rest of us is. You could have took that 6 months to deal with it. Now I think maybe because she was filming. So I said, F the filming. You don't have to travel. Just show her, okay, they can work around. Your trips they be given like that anyway. So some of the trips don't be given like that. They be getting food stamps trips. Yes, I said it. Oh no. Don't get me wrong. It's a toss-up. You maybe could win in your favor. Maybe you can't. But you got to look at the evidence and what's the stacks against you. Now 2050. Oh no. Well, that's a long time, girl. 25. She could have did that 6 months in no time. Stay your behind home. You have money. Ray have money. Your children is grown. What you doing? You don't have to travel to no freaking trips. Exactly. Felt like she was vindicated. Vindicated where? We all seen a video. Girl, you was lit up to the next flow up. And then you're not just blaming just the alcohol. Now you saying it's grief. We got different stories. It's grief with her parents. That could be very well true. Don't be wrong. Grief comes in waves and goes. It comes. I would rather him be in there. Oh no. Oh child. I guess that's what it is. Period. Like, period. Like, child. And you decline both of them. And you don't go vindicated, girl? No. You should have just took the deal. I like to be home most of the time anyway. So that's 6 months house arrest would have been good for me. I said, I take that for 600, Alex. Like, yeah, yes, I take it. As long as I got my stuff on, like my streaming services, my cable, my games, I'll be good. Make sure I have some food in here. If I had to go to work, I could go to work and come back home. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you, boo. Sometimes people need to learn the hard lessons. Maybe we'll wake them up. Now, I can't do jail. I don't care how many days. I said, listen, I'm too cute to be going to jail. I can't do that. I would have to go to jail. I would be like, oh, no. I can't, y'all. I can't. I can't. So, that selection should be fine. Did the 6 months. Do what she had to yin yang what she had to do, and she'd be good. But now you got to serve a year. Oh yeah, that was saying different days. The grief, it comes and goes. So it could be that, or she used that excuse. And then she said she was taking some substances. What medication she said she was taking? She said in the reunion. She was taking that mixed with alcohol. So I said, girl, at the end of the day, the common denominator is alcohol. So you didn't stop that. And you got 4 DUIs. Come on now. The problem is, I think because she didn't get in trouble the first time or the second time, yeah, antidepressants. That's what she said she'll take it. Thank you, boo. The second time or the third time, she felt like the fourth time they were just not doing that, do with it like she did the last 3 times. They said, no, not this time. That judge said, not today. And you glad they only gave you 2 years. And you only got to serve 1 year. But still, you glad. And I ain't saved that clip of what was said, what she said in the courtroom, or what the judge said to her. I didn't say none of that, but I just did this, and I said, "Girl, really?" Hey, people want to blame the lawyers. I said, "Nah, the lawyers did as much as they can. They got their money, though. They got their money, but she wants to take a trial, so you can't do much and do what they say." Hey, some people feel like whatever. If I'd rather be here, I just gonna keep getting in trouble and keep doing. That's how people. And then people who might get out, they get back in trouble and get right back in there. So I said, girl, child, you must have somebody in there, or you must just love the lifestyle in there. Because at the end of the day, what are you doing? You just gotta leave them where to be. Love them from a distance. And then all the extra stuff she said she was doing, different excuses, and then we think she was going to rehab for a long period of time. She was only for 48 hours. I said, what was this stunt you doing, girl? You just went in and went like a Mew Mew Pew Pew kind of rehab. What the hell was that? You did that to avoid them when you go into reunion. That's what you did. I said what I said. Allegedly, she was only there for 48 hours. That's what was reported in the court documents. I was like, oh, you stunt queen. So she ain't no Guam Dom to me anymore. She's a dumb Dom. And I don't really watch Potomac like that anymore. So, hey, J-Lo Boo. Ooh, look at that new picture. Hey, I love it. Yes, some people have to learn the hard way. You can try to tell them as much as you can, but they're going to do what they're going to do, especially when they become adults. Like I be telling my mother, I said, listen, my younger brother, so he's 2 years younger than me. I'm 39. He about to be 37. Can't do this so much. They grown. As long as you respect you, it's all it is. But too bad. Buy Dum Dum and spend your little time there. And that's that. And I guess next time we see you. But I won't be watching. So let's stop glorifying these freaking people. They think they're above the law. All right. Yeah. What our Mizzy's DVD asked me about this last week, and I forgot to mention it. And I say, you know what? Let me do a live and cover my honest opinions about this. Let me get my face a little bigger. I was like, hold on. Oh no. I said bigger, not smaller. What's wrong with that? There you go. All right. So I heard what she said. I'm not gonna play the audio, but we all heard about it. And I was like, I don't agree with what she say. I don't agree with what she say. Let's be for real. When it comes to situations where a woman or a man get into it, like she claims real men step in It don't deal with that. I said, who's you talking about? Because in this society, a heteronormative society, in extreme masculinity society, most men want the men to check their woman and don't check each other. They don't. She, her friend, and friend supporters show themselves. Yes, exactly. They don't. Straight men, a lot of men don't check another man when a disrespect of a woman is happening in front of their face. They keep quiet. Or they low key like that you check the woman. Because woman is not respected in this society rules. I wonder what Annie set her down like he did Marlo when she said the F word. Child, I don't know. We'll see if Annie will bring it up. They don't. So when she sit here and act like that real man would step in and defend a woman over disrespect, I say very few does it. Yeah, because if King was checking folks, he would have had her back on the show without him last season. Yes, exactly. He would have been on it last season or whatnot. He would have been there. So no, I don't subscribe to her claims. I will get to that part when she said about gay people, but I'm going to talk about in society norms. Most straight men don't check other men. They do camaraderie with each other and bandage each other. Some very few dozens will do so. Will say, "Hey, bro, what's going on? I didn't like it, everything." But when you do that, some of them will feel like, "Oh, you're not part of the bro. How dare you go check me or something like that and whatnot." So what King did in that episode, if y'all go to my Married to Medicine review, I told you I wasn't on his side either. I agree with some of his stance, but I wasn't on his side either. Because they squashed it and he took that second opportunity to get buffed up again. Like, what was that? It was probably out of norm for him to do that because most men is not stepping forward with a disrespect of another woman. Y'all seen this. We see videos online all the time. Women get disrespected by a group of men or men who try to holler and she said no and he said F you girls like that. None of the guys say anything to them, right? They don't say nothing, they stay there and watch. Or if it's videos of women get harmed. Most men don't step in. Maybe few will. They don't. But I do know the men that do step in who protect it. Because I had this Twitter that somebody read her and she realized, yeah, you right. And maybe I should go back and check it if we can look and read it. She said, yeah, you right. And I ain't meant that way. Our kind, the people in the part of the community will step forward and defend a woman more than a straight man. Because at the end of the day, we all men at the end of the day. I've seen more gay men who protect women in the face of disrespect from another man than a straight man would do so in the disrespect of a man doing something to the woman. We usually the ones defend you more. So for you to say that gay people are soft or bitch or not real men or weak men, gay is not synonymous to weak or soft or bitches. It's not synonymous. Not at all. Gay men can fight. Men are men of the day. I see a lot of gay men who could beat up people left and right, no problem, and defend themselves. And they don't have no weakness or softness or bitch assness like you claim that we are. So everybody's saying that. Now, I'm not the one who usually had that great gator or like that. But some feminism is there. But even though I don't use that as an indicator, because sometimes femininity is nothing equal to gayness, but the vibe is getting there, and everybody's saying it, and I say, yeah, I see it, but I'll just go wait till if he come out and say it himself, allegedly, if he is, or whatnot, or he could be still be straight. It just got feminine energy. Yeah, but I don't know what she would say if that is the truth. Now I'm not a fighter at all. I'm not a fighter. But I'm not gonna sit here back and see any woman getting disrespected. Y'all know how I am. I grew up watching that. I'm not gonna sit back and let that happen. Especially they don't deserve it. So now, I need people to stop thinking that gay men are weak or bees or soft because we are gay. That had nothing to do with the character of a person. So it's not about sexual orientation issue. It's a character issue. Hey, boo. Or morality characteristics of a person that would determine if they would step forward and defend a woman over disrespect of another man. Had nothing to do with their sexuality. The way how she made it seem like that we don't step in and check another man of a disrespect. Only a real man would do it. It's like, what you qualify as a real man? So that's when you start getting there, when you start saying those stupid ass words like that. Real. What do you qualify as real? Because last time I checked, sexual orientation doesn't define what a real man is. But people tend to be superficial and feel like a straight man always equal a real man. No, they doesn't. Oh yeah, well we saw Zell ready to fight security the time Erica Menican was acting up in the club. Oh yeah, I remember that. So that comment was stupid. It was ignorant. It was ignorant. And I'm not saying they all gay men that are problematic. They are. Big Empress, check Alexander Rogers' video about her and her son T. Son and her son. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, that's probable. Thank you for apologizing. Oh, check his video out. Yeah, I know he put the videos. I got to see what he got to say. What he said. How did she? She is. She is, and it's crazy how she say a lot of things, but people always defend her comments, stick up for her, like she don't say anything wrong. She gonna try to pass her stepkids off as grandkids. Oh, chair. Oh well, like she do that wrong. But when it came to this now, everybody was on her head top. Now I don't listen to a lot of other people commentary on when it came to this. Only I ain't really listen to a lot of people commented. The only person commented I really listened to when it came to this comment, what she made was Bondi and I did Jamie. Everybody else, I didn't listen to nobody else commentary. But I know I saw Twitter, a lot of people was not happy about it. But I say, yeah, that's what it usually is. They love to have us around. But now when you really deep down into some of them, you really still feel how they really feel about you. Oh, we don't step and to offend women because we weak and we bitches. We saw. Okay. If that's how you feel, so next time we won't defend you and let somebody else try to let the real man do it for you. So I want somebody to ask heavily, what is a real man? Define it. I don't know. Funky's always wishy-washy. He wishy-washy sometimes. It's funny, but his stance sometimes is extreme. One way, this day he just flip-flops a little bit. But I don't know how you may know either, because she said a lot of ignorant stuff. And being the main one would defend a woman. So for her to say that was ridiculous. So hope that answered your question, DVD, about my stance and what comments said. Yeah. After a while, I subscribe to his channel because he be doing too much. So that's my stance on it. She was ignorant. She was wrong for that, and I didn't like it. Let me see if I find the tweet, and I could share with y'all. And I liked it because I said, yeah, I agree everything he said. Ooh, child. I'm gonna find it, y'all. Talk about yourselves. I'll be there. Know that. Oh, I said a lot of stuff in here. Well, look at me liking stuff. Okay, I'm getting close. I'm getting close. Here we go. You know what? It's the video showing, so I'm not gonna show the video. I'm gonna read what he said. So a tweet for Javon Trammell on Twitter. Shout out to him for getting her together. Because when he said that, she said, "You right. I was ignorant, and I didn't mean it that way." I said, "What do you mean?" Okay, girl. He said, "Gay men are not synonymous with soft, bitch, or unreal men." Exactly. People are still attempting to define a real man based on his sexual orientation or whether he is feminine or not. I don't care how many LGBTQ friends or fans you have. That applies. You should have definitely known better. This was a trashy take, especially since I know homosexual men who consistently stand up for and protect women and their significant others, verbally, emotionally, and physically. My initial response was to call her, but it's not always our responsibility to show grace and educate privately when it comes to public disrespect. Even our fans can make mistakes and need to be corrected. P.S. I would hate if someone in her family or close to her was battling with their sexuality and this pushed them to further into the closet. Yep. He definitely got it together. And the other people make their stance too, who I follow, like Chris and a lot of other people, and they all feel the same way. And I feel the same way too. I was like, nah, that was a nasty take for you to say that. But you know, oops, exactly. He said what he said. And when he said that, she said, yeah, you're right. I was ignorant. She said, I'm with you. I apologize. It was an ignorant statement. I'm a grown woman, and I can admit I'm wrong. I didn't mean it that way. I said, what do you mean, girl? Yeah, somebody else. I think somebody else made a comment, and I'll put it. You got to think about why you associate bitch, soft, and gay with not being a real man, and why you think a straight man is a real man, gay man or real man. Then go a little deeper into the association gay and bitch with being weaker, and then why you think femininity is weak. Yes. And people automatically think that gay is femininity. It's not. They are feminine men. Yes, they are. But not all gay men are feminine men. They are masculine men. That's where we got the term DL. That you like women get fooled by men who are straight acting or whatnot. And you can't tell they're gay. And 2 years later they find out and you realize they are. But you already defined it by how masculine he is. Because he didn't show any sign of femininity. Oh, he can't be gay. That's why when we have conversations and I'm on Discord, I would be telling y'all, I said, listen, don't define it by how feminine or straight that person acts. Because yes, they're feminine men, they're feminine straight men who more attuned to their femininity than their masculinity. Because they're feminine, people automatically think they're gay. No. They're just men who tune to their feminine side. And they are gay, masculine men who don't show any signs of femininity. Sometimes you should be more wary the one who's more masculine than looking at the feminine ones. Because those are the ones that will trick and fool you. Because why your minds are programmed. But you know, that's that. Like I said, I'm not saying all gay men are all saints, because they not. Not all of them are saints. But I'm just letting you know that in society, men usually don't check under men when it comes to disrespecting women. Because a lot of them feel like they're above women because that's the hierarchy of what it is. Caucasian, men, heterosexuality, and Christianity. Those are 4 arch themes that rules this society. If you fall outside of that, you're considered not the majority or the major arching themes. And you get ridiculed for that. Anything else about that? All right, let's go to the next topic. All right, let's get to this one. All right, so I'm gonna play the audio that she mentioned because she did say something that was good, and she explained it better. And I can explain it after I get my opinion after what she says. God gave me my scripture.
And tell us what it means. Because it's become a flashpoint phrase, slogan, whatever, that I think a lot of people either misunderstand or willfully misconstrue. When I say the term believe all women.
Nah. I'm so glad you asked that, because that, first of all, that phrase does not come from me or the Me Too movement.
Okay.
I do not subscribe to the phrase believe all women. That has been ascribed to me. I've never said it. I say believe survivors. As a Black woman, I would never, in America, I would never say believe all women. Ever. It's ridiculous. What we were saying in the beginning is believe survivors. The reason why we say believe survivors, and what that means is start from the premise that survivors are telling the truth.
I'm going to ask you to culturally translate.
Because for years, when survivors came forward, we were not believed. And if you start with the premise that survivors are telling the truth, that means that you will investigate thoroughly, right? And you will start and you will give them the space that you give a person that you believe, right? That means that you will say, okay, if I believe you, then I'm going to take you seriously. I'm going to go through all the proper channels to make sure you get the resources that you need, that you get the investigation you need. We didn't get that. If you don't believe me, you're going to dismiss me. You're going to try to undermine my story. You're going to try to bury me, right? All of those things. That's what you do for a person you don't believe. So when people say believe survivors, it doesn't even mean diminish the other person and demonize the other person. It means take me seriously. Believe me and take me seriously. That's what survivors are looking for when they say believe me. Now, believe all women is because for years, ridiculous. As a Black woman in America, believing all women means that I believe Emmett Till, white lady, right? I believe all these white women that try to undermine Black men. I would never, ever say believe all women. It's racist. It's so fraught with it's so problematic. So you can't find me saying that anywhere, ever, in the history of me being a public figure. Ridiculous. As a Black.
Okay. Y'all know that's Tawanka Burke. She's the founder of the Me Too movement. And I agree with what she said. When I first saw the headline and people were saying, I said, what is she saying? And everything. But then when you realize, I say, yes. I too subscribe to the beliefs of survivors. Survivors who been dealt with something that be harm to them, and they made it through and survive. Do that troublesome, whether it's assault or any of the things that have been survived with when in the hands of another person. And I do say that too. When someone came to you and say someone essayed them or R them, I would say believe that survivor. Because you don't want to take to the point that you don't believe them and then they lost trust in you. And they went to shell themselves and feel like nobody's there for them, and then they turn out to how they want to turn out. I would say believe them until it's stuff that comes out that shows that that person probably maybe not be telling the truth. So I would say believe them that you be open to helping them and get those resources they need instead of shutting them out and just completely dismiss them, and then they feel rejected or whatnot. And yes, it doesn't mean to demonize the other person. or vilify them. It means that you helping them to heal from what they have been done with. So survivors, what we need to believe. So they went through something. Survivors went through something and happened. Distinction is highly important here when it comes to survivors versus victims. Yes, survivors went through something. Victims may went through something, but we had to find out more. And you still got to find out more for survivors, but survivors probably usually 9 out of 10 times they went through it, the traumatic experience. And that's for us to believe them. Whether you think their story is false or not, it's up to you, but just believe them. Because you won't come to the point that if somebody came to you as confidence and you dismissed them, and then what? They would never trust you again. Or can't be around you. Or whatnot. Or they get angry. They can't be around the people. Like that's what you get when young people and the family members who got dealt with another family member and you try to force them to come around and you kept the secret and then you wonder why they're lashing out. Or have a hard time coping. Of course, everybody in the family out in family functions. Now, to believe all women aspect, no. Because like she said, if you believe that notion, that means every woman that came forward that said something, you had to believe. So we didn't believe that white dusty chick that came on that who made a lie about the Emmett Till. And the other people who came forward lying on our black counterparts and we was innocent. And now they're not here to live the tale. So now, to believe survivors, not to believe all women. Now the recent thing that happened recently, I don't think I put this on my list, but you know, let's get it. Let's briefly talk about it. That whole the JC case with attorney, and then they dropped the case. Yeah, I know they dropped the case, and it's not moving forward now. Jay-Z counter suing. Oh well, he's suing them now because he lost money over it. Because it's only take a word. People will start taking away their money or lose the support or lose the monetary values. Now it was a young girl. I do believe something happened to her, but not from these people that she claimed who did it to her. Something else happened to her. Or she fabricated it, or whatever it is. But I think something happened to her, but not with this person, not Jay-Z. And everybody just automatically believed. We don't even know if she was a survivor of what happened. And an attorney who wanted to be a money grab, who thought they could just force him to a settlement, that didn't happen. I say that to say is that just because somebody came forward and say something happened to them, just listen to what they say, take what they say, and then we fact checked it. And to come to find out this person's a survivor, yes. Just like SVU. When we watch SVU, and I know that's one of my favorite shows. I gotta get back into it. Olivia Benson, she would believe every person who came forward until she thinks otherwise as she investigate. Especially if she felt deep down, even though a fictional character, even though she deep down in her heart, she feel like this person was a survivor. They went through something. So yes. Anybody else got a different opinion? Who may disagree with her? Or agree with her? Yeah, she usually. Yes. She usually believes the victims. Well, victims, survivors. Usually she would believe the survivors. So if she really strongly know that the person has been like a assault, oh yeah, she would automatically believe them. Because that's what you have to automatically believe. You want to be gaining trust. You don't want to say, oh, I don't believe you. And then when with stuff, when they do investigations and stuff like that, and thing come out like something maybe a lie, fabricated, it's like that. Then she will check them and say, "Oh, you lying to me. I can't help you if you lying to me and whatnot." And then some people end up realizing they lied as a defense mechanism, and they had to tell the truth, and then they realized to tell the truth and get them help. And then other people realize they really fabricate things, and she dealt with them in a way, shape, or form. And she don't play that. You lying to me when you know other people out there who need really help, who need the services, who need my help to get the person out of here, and you taking my time by lying. So I haven't been able to watch that show in a decade. I haven't watched that show for a while now. It actually been my favorite show. And I usually review it too, every now and then. But it still is. I still love it. Even though I haven't been watching it. But So yes. But we have innocent people in jail who didn't commit the crimes that they did because someone came forward. The Central Park 5, they didn't do it. It come years later that somebody else, it was DNA, it was all say that somebody else was found did it because somebody said it. And I think it was a woman, right? They believed it, and then this happened. It lost a lot of years in their lives. Now they're out now, but still. Or witnesses, So that's my take on it. I agree with her. Believe survivors. And yeah, I don't think she ever said believe all women. And like she said, as a black woman, I would never say that. It's not logical. The police got them to lie. Oh yeah, the pressure of them. Yeah, the police got them to lie because of racism. Yes. Because they want to. Yes, basically, made them feel like they did it because it's about pressure. I don't know, lady who wrote the Lovely Bones. And to this day, I still never see that Netflix movie When They See Us. Because yeah, I still didn't want to be emotionally charged. I don't know. I just feel like I would be so emotionally charged. I still never see it. The reaction of what happened to them. All right, so let's listen to this story. Shout out to educators out in the chat and stuff like that. I have a background school counselor, so I wanted to mention this. And let me see what y'all have to say. Some of y'all probably saw the storyline on Instagram already. If not, let me tell you. So basically, it was a lady. Child, I still didn't want to watch it. I would say, nah, I cannot be emotionally charged right now. And at that time and period when it came out, so much was happening. I said, I cannot subject myself to that. Nah, I can't. Oh, there's a video. I don't want to show that. Wait, hold up. All right. So let me just read what it happened, what it says. So let me what you think about this. They said a illiterate 19-year-old college student sues her former school district for not teaching her how to read or write before graduating high school. Claims she used speech-to-text apps to help her with assignments. It's impossible. All I see is words everywhere. A Connecticut college student is suing her former school district for negligence because she claims they failed to teach her how to read or write prior to her leaving high school, despite her graduating with honors and receiving a scholarship to UConn. 19-year-old Alicia Ortiz first came to the U.S. from Puerto Rico when she was a toddler. When she started grade school in Connecticut, she had already shown signs of a learning disability, but Alicia claims her teachers and school district just continue to brush it off and make her do her work like drawing pictures or taking naps. Because English isn't her first language, her mother doesn't speak English that well. Ortiz claims she depended on school to teach her the fundamentals of reading and writing. But as she's kept getting passed along to the next grade, she never properly learned those skills. So to contrast her learning disability, Ortiz says she began to act out in school. She became known as the bad child, which further prompted her teachers to not properly teach her how to read and write. Sometimes I will feel proud to be the bad child, Ortiz says to CNN, because at least I was something to them and I wasn't invisible. When Ortiz made it to high school, she decided to use technology to help her advance in school. She would use speech-to-text apps to help her with her homework. This allowed her to graduate with honors, even though she still didn't know how to read and write. Or write. Now, I know her name is Ortiz. What did they get auto for? Or whatever. Ortiz is filing a lawsuit against the Hartford Board of Education, the city of Hartford, and her special education case manager, Tilda, for negligence. Ortiz says she's and her mother tried multiple times to get help, but to no avail. She was even tested prior to graduating where she learned she had dyslexia. It required explicitly taught phonics, fluency, and reading comprehension, but they let her walk across the stage anyway. Ortiz says in college she's still using speech-to-text apps and hopes she can learn how to read soon. There's students out here in Silicon Valley. So when I saw this, let's just the audio what she says, because it's important to hear her side of things, how she described things, and then we get to the commentary.
Did you ever think you'd be going to college here?
No, never. Never in a million years.
In some ways, Alicia Ortiz is living an American dream. The 19-year-old began her freshman year at the University of Connecticut in Hartford this fall. She's excited to study public policy, the culmination of hard work after moving north from Puerto Rico as a child. Do you remember when you first came to Connecticut?
Yes, I remember I was very nervous, but I know it was going to be better opportunities for me to learn.
But Alicia says those opportunities never came to fruition. Even today, could you read this, or would it take you a long time?
It's impossible. I just see his words everywhere.
Alicia graduated from the Hartford Public School System last year, but she says today she is illiterate. She still doesn't know how to read or write. When she was in early education,
they would just either tell me to sit in a corner and sleep, or just draw pictures, flowers for them.
And when she was in high school, she relied on speech-to-text programs and other apps to read and write essays. So if you had an assignment where you had to write something, you'd open up a document like this and then do what?
I would go here to use the text-to-speech.
It says dictate.
Dictate, yep. I love pizza.
This is how you would do your assignments.
And then
Cats of the World VAK sporting a twin prop airplane.
If you had to read something, that's how you do it. She said her mother, who does not speak English well, tried to get answers.
She advocated so much. She went to the school. The principal will promise her that they will do better. And sometimes there will be people from the district or the directors promising her that they would do better.
Now, Alicia is suing the Hartford Board of Education and the city for negligence. The suit alleges the school district documented and acknowledged Alicia's learning challenges through multiple grades, but because they were not adequately addressed, she continued to struggle academically and began exhibiting maladaptive behaviors in the classroom.
Sometimes I will feel proud to be a bad child because at least I was something to them, and I wasn't invisible.
While the city of Hartford and an educator named in the suit declined to comment when contacted by CNN, in a statement, Hartford Public Schools wrote, "While Hartford Public Schools cannot comment on pending litigation, we remain deeply committed to meeting the full range of needs our students bring with them when they enter our schools and helping them reach their full potential."
If that's the case, she would have been reading and writing this level. At this point, yes, I do understand that sometimes the education system is not that great in some areas than others. So, and I do know it's a lot of other issues that is compounding on top of this. So that's a lot of layers, whether it's funding, whether it's the area they live in, whether they have enough of teacher support, whether there are enough programs out there to help, or individuals who study this, get into these fields, and not feel burned out. They end up leaving because they don't get the adequate support from the district on administrators or their leaderships in the program in the schools. Shout out to the people who's sticking in there, even though it's tough. And you're not being valued or getting paid your worth. Because it wasn't about the money. It's about the students that you help and save. And you help and make an impact on. I mean, I could have been in the field right now, but it's very competitive in the New York field and stuff like that. And it's too much different. And then also it's very hard for people who want to, if you do decide to leave from one state to another state, it's very difficult to transfer your thing. You got to do different things. You got to do different requirements. It's not it's not really not uniform. Not uniform. Yeah, uniformity. It's not. The reciprocity could be better or easier for people who go to different school districts to get schools that fit the needs. So it's a lot of things. Not really. I did a few times. It may be hard for some people. But I know it makes it difficult for people to go to different areas and everything. But it's not it might be a little bit, but some areas might be different, easier. Like, for example, like the New Jersey, I got my degree. I got the license for the New Jersey school counseling thing, but I had to be living in New Jersey for a year before I even become a counselor in the school. That's like, why I want to live in Jersey? I'm in New York. Like, why that's a requirement? Right? But I also have a special endorsement into every grade except PK. I know that's right. Why is that a requirement? Like, if you go to Texas, you gotta take a test, or no, not a test. You gotta be a teacher first before you become a school counselor. Like, it's different things, requirements. So I think it'd probably be easier when you're a teacher, but when it comes to counselor, it's a different, more ball game for me. That's why I'm not in that field now, but I still have a backup. And I still keep my mind going, talking, and educators here like Jada, who we talk about things too. They so restraint training, so they snap me. I know that's right. And that's especially if like special education, something like that. Those fields usually will get a lot of people, especially other kinds, will be getting jobs from it. Like, if I really wanted to be a teacher, I did one at one point, but I didn't want to take the test. It was too much. It was too much requirement to become. Whatever. What is. However, I'm still in tune with a lot of things that's happening in the education system. I know they try to do away with the Department of Education. Can that be a problem? Maybe so. Because they do sometimes. They want to leave it to the states to fend for their own thing. Now, I do know some parts the Department of Education do have like foster IEPs and stuff like that for students, but it's not always a great system. I mean, it's great to a lot of people who get the services, but I know a lot of school districts don't get the services. Like this, for example, this lady, they keep passing along, knowing that she's not reading and writing at a grade level, or she can't read and write. And they just tell her, just go in the corner to color, and we just pass you. Like, really? That's how you do it? So you leave her to fail to get on to go on to the next grade, to go on to the next grade, no next grade. And she had to, even though her mom tried to bust so much in her limitations to get the services that you need. They got documentations, and they still ain't followed up do with it. For whatever reason, what they have. That makes me want to say how she does tests and stuff like that. Because I know she can't use the phone until they do the test and everything. Exactly, right? I do my job. I'm always fighting for resources. Not everyone know what to do with deafblind students, but they sure have a lot of hesitation for resources to give. Exactly. Google Rewrite. Oh, yeah. So I would say how she do the tests and stuff like that. And now she's in college. Now in college, she had to advocate herself more. Because I know when I was doing my internship, I had to write letters for students who going to college so they could advocate for themselves of the resources they was getting in high school to continue on to college, where they want to take double time for tests, or they had to do transportation, or they had to do time and a half, or extra lessons and whatnot, or they may have auditory devices or any other devices they need. I wrote letters up for them so they can advocate. They go to their disability and accommodations center. Oh, it can't simplify pages, read in different languages, etc. They don't get IEPs. It's file force. Oh, okay. My students read and sign. They may not write, but they comprehend what is happening. Yeah. Well, we gotta make sure we don't want to set them up and everything. And I know there are reasons out there, and I guess that we had to allow that. So I guess schools had to deal with that. So she found a way to help her go through the thing, even though she felt like they failed her by passing her along and not being serious enough for her to make sure she could be able to read and write. And as she in college, she would have to continue on her services. And that's what, and I think as how determined she was in her high school and doing the services and technology advancements for her to continue on, I think she continued on doing that in her accommodations office and get what she need for the test and communicate with the professors about and whatnot. I know people in the comment section say, "What about her parents?" What about I say is that you realize the parents tried as much as well. Her mom tried. The school district still ain't do something, so she's suing. So I understand. It's so tough. Now, do y'all agree that she get rid of the Department of Education, or y'all feel like this should be staying in place? Because it could be something we work on it to get rid of it completely, but we'll see. But we do need to give these resources to a lot of these schools and funding. But they fund everything else but the students that we need. Who is our future of our society? So yes, never. And establish self-advocacy skills to stand on business. Yes, every high school student I have has an advocacy transition portfolio for disability services for their higher education and vocational. Yes, I had to do that when I was on my school council for my students. Yes, stand on business, advocacy, portfolio, to write the letter for so they can continue their services, so they won't slack up. They need to keep it because certain behaviors are getting worse. Exactly, they should keep it. I don't think they should just deal with it. They can work it and work it out and change it and make it better. Don't get rid of it or completely and just leave it to the states, because some states may not have the funding themselves. That's what the Department of Education was there to help make it a unified kind of system. But yes, it got some flaws into it. Gift account, they didn't realize gift, yes. They need to keep it because certain behaviors are getting worse, yes. They want to demonize special education, but they don't realize gifted classes equal special education. Yes. So hopefully we'll see if any updates on this case that I'll that's come forward on Instagram, whenever I find it, that I'll just give you updates on it. But I just want to say, show that and share that, because it's very sad, because we do have a lot of students that be getting passed along because the No Child Left Behind Act, just get passed on knowing they're not up to grade level. And then also how figuring hard some of these concepts are. And they want you to learn a particular way, a certain way, when there's other ways you can advance and learn a certain object. So it's like, even some of the materials and requirements they want you to teach could be difficult for students to learn. So it's all about reworking system. They have to rework a lot of these things. The requirements, the standardized tests, assignments, and everything else. So yes. And make it easier for people who wants to get in this field, the education field, to get in these places and not to go through so much hurdles to get in. Because now you're hurting with staff and limitation, and then you overwork the ones that's still there, overburden them, and they can't give their all to every student. Now, I'm not saying that they should let anybody in there, but I just feel like you should make it a little bit easier for people getting in, and then keep the ones that's there. So instead of getting rid of things, we work things and think about things and how to make it better in all areas. All right, let's go on. All right. All right. So, who told this lady to come back out? LaTocha Scott. Let's get to that real quick. Who told this chick to come back out? We was fine. They don't want to. Exactly. They definitely don't want to. That's why. Yep. They want it to be low paying so public school education fails. Exactly. And that's a lot of people who end up getting in the field, end up leaving. But I said it's not cracked up to be. It ain't about the students right this moment. It's about everything else that surrounded it that make it harder people to do their profession. I don't want to hear nothing from LaTocha Scott unless you return Tamika's money. Where's her money? That's all we need to hear from you. You won the belt and run in a residual challenge. Yes, you sound nice, but still, claiming that you will lock you separated, split, what you kind of find out that may be untrue. You may be still with that guy. You claiming you trying to make it work with your sister. Tamika say you still haven't really reached out to her or talk to her, even though she's open to reconciliation. Saying you were kicked out the group. Girl, you was not kicked out. You left because you didn't want to do any more shows because you want to focus on your gospel, which flopped. And now you're getting on here doing these expensive shows, having people thinking that you trying to make things right. And for what? Because people ain't talking about you because we forgot about you. We didn't want to hear nothing about you unless you return Tamika's money. Where her 30K at? Where her 30K at? So run that. Yeah, run that 30K. That's what we need to know. After that, we don't care. All this stuff has happened to you because what you decided to do. And then we got this thing where the brat had talked to Tamika and was saying that when they was at this freaking family function, they saw her and LaTocha and her mother walked back out. So how you trying to, because even the I said this mother, like, really? Triangulation with your daughters? Been like that. So you come on there and do your little track. And then, the funny thing, after she did all that, she looked on this, she looked at the camera like she mad. I said, girl, what was all that? Got people feeling you and all that stuff. Well, I was okay. I was like, oh, girl, okay. What was doing all this for? Because sometimes you be saying a bunch of nothing. And then look at the screen like you walking out, like, and that. I said, girl, you ain't hurting nobody. You is not hurting anybody with that little look. Nobody featuring you. Escape doing really well with just those three. That's my little take on that. Any other thoughts about residual challenge? Because I don't got nothing to say. Let's girl, you ain't saying nothing to us unless you return her money. There we go talk. All right, let's get to this topic. Now, ladies, I see what y'all mean when y'all say that she been getting y'all money. Like I said, if y'all want to be equal opportunity, I understand that. If you want to be equal opportunity in the country, yes, it's just fine. But some people are doing way too much. I was like, listen, why do you need all this? Girl, boy, move on. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Journey Smollett's ex-husband wants half her childhood acting coins, despite her paying him nearly $1 million since their divorce and $7K monthly child support. So you got $1 million away from her and $7K a month for child support. But you also want to take upon yourself to get half of her childhood spending for her money, her acting gigs. I hope she has a prenup for that. So I see sometimes why y'all be upset, like say, man should not getting us no, woman should ain't paying no man no ad money, woman should ain't paying this and this and that. I said, listen, women want to be equal opportunity, this has happened, but I do feel like some guys be doing the most. I said, boy, what you got? You really got all this. Like, what you got 7K a month and you get the woman, and what the hell what more you want? What the hell are you doing? She agreed to what he's asking for, but only for the duration of the marriage. So I agree she had to pay. Oh, so she agreed this $1 million and $7K, which I found that was a divorce, but that only for the duration of marriage. So she only could pay them. Wait, money since the divorce. Okay. Let me read that on the caption thing. Now, with the mess just around won't stop. Journey Summit ex Josiah Bell is now coming for her 401k and SAG pension when she had since she was 3 years old, according to the court documents obtained by the neighborhood talk. Despite Journey paying him nearly $1 million since the divorce was finalized in 2021, Bell is demanding half of her retirement savings. The doc states that a 401k and pension are considered community property, meaning he's entitled to 50% of what was earned from 2010 to 2019. Since the 2019 separation, Bell has been collecting $7K a month in child support and alimony. Now the court has ordered her to plan administrator to transfer half of her account balance to him. The audacity, should he get it or he's doing too much? Oh, wow. Only for like 10 years of money from the 401k pension. Oh, girl. That's what I would say. Listen, I don't mind blame people who want to get prenups. It's like that. I said, Chad, you need to protect your stuff. Your 401k pension, stuff that you had worked and you built on from your 3 years old and saved, and then you get with someone and you get divorced and that he want half of your stuff. Which I know when you get married, yes, community property does take half, and I just include half of it. That's part of community property in some states. Oh my gosh, you ready to get all this other stuff? Now you want I really hope next time she know what she's doing, and if she decided to get married. I said, listen, if I were her, I wouldn't even do it. That's what I want to know. I said, what do you do? Because you seem like you just living large with her money that she's giving you. And that's why I understand when some people was like, listen, these guys know what they're doing, preying on these women and going after their money, and then get with them and then F them over with a divorce. Because I do know, yes, the people who got the more money, usually the one who paying the person who they have the most money, because they want to continue the lifestyle they had when they was married to you. So that usually sometimes the men will get the money that the woman making more, and she will have to up the money. And that's messed up. But I would say, but there's some guys, like, they take it too far. Like, what do you do that you need to have all this extra stuff? Like, you buy, boy, there was the 7K alimony and stuff that you getting, and the $1 million you got, and call it a day. You didn't have to touch that money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jesse could have helped us spot the scammer. Yeah, you could have helped her. You could have helped her. It's just like, come on now, where you at? He sounded like he was the one who was after her and want to get it and being spiteful. Because I was like, how much is high back? I said, listen, if I got 7K a month and all that stuff, I'm still living a lifestyle. So I don't need to touch her anything else. Unless he don't got nothing else, he want to be bumming off for her freaking money for the rest of his life. That's why I say I don't blame people who want to get prenups. I said, don't get mad at that. Protect your assets. And that's not good. That's not right. Should he get it? But I don't know. I guess it's based. I don't think he should. But if that's what the law is, and that's what she got to go through, I guess she got to just cuff up half of her retirement to him. That's a damn shame. I say, ladies, when you get these marriages with these guys, and you know you're making more than them, you better protect your assets. Don't go off of no love. Shit, it's a business transaction. Yes, you want to love someone, but it's a business transaction at the end of the day. Exactly. Leave it alone. But if that's what they in the state and it is allowed, and this is what's in that jurisdiction, and he's I guess doing that, is he considered part of getting that earnings, and that's crazy. That's crazy. I don't believe he should get in that. Whatever she made during the time span, he said, they said 2010 to 2019, which was earned from this. Now, I don't think she was. I don't think she was 3 years old. No, don't touch that money. But this is what happens when you get with guys like this. Ladies, protect your asses. I don't care how much you think they is. It ain't making much like the same you. And I was listen. I feel like it was also versa. He had to do it. I said, listen. At the end of the day, if I was issues, I'll be happy with the 7K and the woman she gave me. All right, listen, I'll be happy with that. Fine, we done. But spiteful guys like that will continue to come after her. Continue coming after them. And that is stupid and whack. Men are such divas this day. He ain't a diva. Now hire a hitman says, now you don't want to go to jail. We can't have that. Why does he have custody of the child or children? I don't know. I don't think he just got custody. I think if they got joint custody, she still had to pay some child support, right? But I don't think he would have been just be the one full custody. And alimony. It's not just a child support, it's alimony as well. I said, oh child. Now another issue. Let's talk about that. Any other thoughts about that? Child, there's a lot be going on social media. Everywhere you looked at it, left and right, something's coming up. Child, it's a lot of flies, and let's get through it. First of all, let me say this. Listen, when you get to your late 30s or something like that and whatnot, unless you mess with the person unless you mess with somebody in their early 20s for D or P. Nah, first of all, I don't even know mess with someone in the early 20s anyways. I'm in the late 30s or something like that. Because I feel like that's pedophile anyway. Even though they are grown adults, still, it just feels weird. It just feels weird. But hey, in the eyes of laws, you want to get your rocks off. You want to get a rocks off with a person who's that young. It's fine. But don't get no baby. None of that. No, none of that. None of that. And I'm not just blaming it on her because he's a dumb, dusty one too, who knowing that having sex with a woman unprotected will give her a pregnancy. But sometimes you got to know the man you're dealing with because he really likes. It look like he didn't really care about no kids anyway. But whatever. However, 37 was 23 years old. I said, what kind of life you gotta give? Listen, I don't care if he's a basketball player or not. Nah, I'm not messing with your ass. Unless it was gonna be a fun time, and that's it. Nothing getting trapped, none of that baby stuff like that. Nah. But whatever, let's get to it. Oop, Anthony Edwards files motions claiming he does not want visitation or custody of his 4-month-old daughter with Aisha Howard. As we previously reported, NBA star Anthony Edwards, 23, has been in court battle with his new baby mama Aisha Howard, 37, as it pertains to their daughter, 4-month-old Ruby Summers Howard. In newly filed documents obtained in Touch Weekly, Ant has reportedly told a judge that he seemingly does not want to be involved in the baby's life when it comes to custody or visitation. The court document says that the paternity of Lulu or Ruby was determined in 2025. Oh, I think they made 2024. I said we didn't get to 2025 this summer yet. And it shows that Anthony is the father. Since the revelation, Ant has made it clear that he doesn't want to be granted visitation or custody of the baby. His only concern is child support. Ant and his lawyers claim that Aisha was trying to cheat the system by having a Ruby in California because she could potentially be granted more money and child support in the state. They argued that Aisha's real home state is in Georgia and that she's only moved to score a big payday. Aisha's conduct here is unjustifiable and bad faith attempt to obtain a higher child support order. Ant's lawyer said in a statement to the courts, Aisha's conduct of manufacturing and forced reality and using the party's child for financial gains should not be tolerated. Of course, Aisha fought back this sentiment, claiming that she did in fact move to California for her own reasons, not for the advantage of getting more money on child support. Despite her plea, a judge ruled that California lacks jurisdiction regarding child support, so the case will most likely be handled in Georgia. Even though Ant is dealing with his child support drama with Aisha, that hasn't stopped him from being a father to some of his other children. Daddy's boy, 23 years old, and got all these other children. What the hell's going on, y'all? I just stop. It's because they got basketball money and everything. Stop. You know what the damn kids for? Celebrate their daughter's first birthday with a grand party. It's definitely a huge contrast to the treatment that Aisha claims she's been getting from Ant in court documents, where she says Ant allegedly doesn't even check on the well-being of their infant daughter. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I understand you got dusty behind when they had sex with females, knowing that they could get pregnant without using protection. And knowing that you know that some ladies, because they all out there, will come after you just because you have money. Hey, Brittany Boo, what's going on, hon? They have money. So why not protect your assets and protect yourself and not have sex with women without rubber? Go on long sleeve or short sleeve. Hold on. Do I want long sleeve or short sleeve? I have to think about it. Yeah, I don't understand that. Y'all should just know better. And also, when I'm older, if I was her, I was like, I wouldn't expect nothing from this dusty ass dude anyway. So I protect myself. I said, no, I ain't having sex with him without no condom either. Because I said, what's the point? One of the things you think of 23 years old going to be staying up and take up for my kid? And not necessarily like, that's also something I was like, women, if you're going to have a child by a man, you got to make sure you can take care of yourself because they don't really want to be there at all. That's a text message thread. I mean, it's kind of small. I don't know if I can see that. I don't know. It seems like this case, we used to talk about this before, but I don't know. I don't know. Exactly. I don't know. Did we read this before? I don't remember, but I think I did. I don't know. We may have a tenant being challenged, running from it. It won't go away. I'm pregnant. Wanted to tell you in person, but you have gave me no other choice. We probably should have kept it cordial, but here we are now. Okay, LOL. Getting a boy. How is it laugh about it? See this? Look at this. Look at this. I don't need hush money. My intentions aren't to blackmail in any way. I'm being upfront and honest. I'm getting an abortion. Oh, I'm not getting an abortion. It's not an option. I can keep you updated through the process, or I can disappear until the baby's here. It's on you. Either way, I'm done going back and forth because you still think it's a joke. Oh my God. Bye. Now, I'm not saying this is her right, if she wanted to get it or not, but we do know he made it clearly stated that he didn't want nothing to do with that kid. So I was just like, you know what? F it. I'll just do it for my kid. But yeah, he should have known better not to have sex with a woman and knowing that she could get pregnant, because at the end of the day, it's not your choice whether she want to keep it or not. And if you have that sex with a baby, the baby's yours. You are responsible and reliable. So I don't know why dusty eyes do think they could just do whatever they want because they want to make sure that they work. It's working, all right? It's hard as working. Strap it on, bitch. Yes, I said it. Because you bringing a child in the world that's going to be without the father. Say, join the club, because I was not without one myself. I'm not asking you to be with me in any shape or form or fashion. And if you choose to be a complete ghost to your seed, to your child, seed, that's totally up to you. That's something you have to take up with the higher power. Hard to believe when you're a father, a kid outside of your own. But came in peace, despite what you may think. And I'm not sure how or when to communicate with you without overwhelming you, but real clear on how you feel. I won't be in a child's life I don't want. So why are you there strap up? It is simple. I'm not trying to learn. He's not trying to learn, y'all. Obviously, but learning might actually help you move differently so you don't keep revisiting the same situation, and that makes sense to you. Listen, he don't care. Look, he's making everything a joke. That's a lie. And I see this is like she making all these paragraphs trying to teach this young one. I said you shouldn't deal with them, the young one. You should, like you said, you should have kept it cordial and not get into a situation when you have sex with a guy unprotected. So you both have to learn the lesson. So let's not have to protect unprotected. He shouldn't have sex with her unprotected, knowing that she get pregnant. And I would say, listen, you think because you had unprotected sex with this guy and he's gonna step up because you got pregnant, whatnot. Even though she said, I'm not looking for you to be in child life, but I just listen, I'm pregnant and the child shouldn't be a father, but I'm not getting rid of it. But listen to the stance. I'm not trying to go back and forth with you, period. Already you see bullheaded on defense for whatever reason, and we ain't even got to get into that. But I'm grown enough to cut to the chase because I'm grown enough to accept the consequences of my actions rather than you are ready to accept yours. On that note, we can have this conversation now or forever hold your peace. A little in person or text, but the situation has become deeper than you think. Yeah, both making better. People need to make better decisions when it comes to a situation like this. Better decisions at both ends. Guys, knowing damn well, skip the freaking health education bus, knowing that babies come from you pregnant woman by having unprotected sex. And then you get shocked when you get the pregnancy news. I said, so what you thought was going to happen? A balloon? And then when we wiser and dealing with these young dudes and you have unprotected sex with you can't automatically think they're gonna be there anyway. So we had to select better people, select a better partner who we have kids with. But I do know sometimes people will change up too. There are men out there who have you thinking that they're all there, and when the baby comes, they all ghosts. They done. They can't deal with that. So that's why the system hit them in their pockets. It seemed like actually he was okay for that. Just pay child support. I don't care about nothing else. I'm not being there. He made it very clear. But you're there for your other ones. I say they pick and choose who they want to be there for. Have all these damn kids, but pick and choose who they want to be close to. And then the kid get older, you expect them to respect you. I said, boy, bye. Nobody expect your dusty ass. Come out of here. Let's see. We'll see how this goes, y'all. What y'all thoughts? What y'all thoughts on this? And I think we got one more topic. It's the last topic. It's been the major topic that's happening lately. And I got some things to say about that. Let's get into it. Yeah, I know if you had the Will Queens Will Talk channel, you know, Ultimoma would have discussed this because you know she discussed topics like this. And I saw this and I say, you know what, I have to say something. Because people on the comment section is showing that whole behind, telling us that we can't speak on something because we're not part of the D9, whatever that means. What that D9 means, y'all. Or fraternity or sorority. So we don't have nothing to say. We can't speak on it. Because you don't know what it is. I said we can speak on whatever we want to speak on if somebody lose their lives. So who the hell are you going to tell me what we cannot speak on? Divine Nine. And that's correlate to what? The main core fraternity sororities organizations? Because we have been seeing it throughout years of how people hazing. And we do know a lot of colleges, universities update their policies when it comes to this, and haze is illegal. But we have seen this happening, and we hear stories about this growing up. That's a part of the main reason why I didn't want to become a part of a fraternity. First of all, I am not trying to do whatever I want to get your approval to be in an organization from you. I said, who the hell you gonna tell me? You're not gonna tell me I cannot eat, or I gotta do this, or I gotta do that, just to get in a fraternity. Boy, bye, get out of here. Yes, I probably would be difficult. No, I'm not doing that. Legal hazing situation, getting stripped naked and getting beat or something like that, or strapped up, whatever it is. I'm not doing that. No. Now you can do community services. Now I'm not saying a lot of them does that. I think a lot of them do really well work. So I'm not knocking none of those community sororities fraternities that do a really good job, and they probably get the bad effort. They probably get slipped in the bad people because other people want to do stupid stuff. No, they're out there because I got friends in sorority fraternities, family members in sororities and fraternities. Do an amazing job. I'm talking about the ones that feel the need to dehumanize and freaking hurt individuals just for them to get inside a brotherhood or sisterhood. And for what? What did that give you? So no, I didn't even want to become a one. No, that was not for me. I see fraternities, I see people in my college, they couldn't speak to people for a whole month. They couldn't speak. They had to shave their heads. A lot of stuff. Whether that may not be illegal, it just feel off. Fuck you telling me I gotta shave my head. I said, no, I get a Caesar haircut. Bye, boo. I ain't shaving nothing. I ain't shaving none of that. Boy, bye. So, y'all don't know. Let's read this. Khalid Wilson. Source of knowledge of the investigation into Southern University, Khalid Wilson, death told the WAFB1 team Tuesday the story that was initially told to police about Wilson collapsing at the Baton Rouge BREC Park was fabricated. Yes, because they first originally stated that, they was at a park and it was standing still. They were standing in the line and standing still. And he collapsed. I don't know about you, unless he has some health conditions or something like that. Nobody just collapsing by standing still, unless they had a stroke or there was heat, hot out there or something. That caused him to collapse and then eventually lose his life. And this happened outside the campus grounds. Sources said pledges from Omega Psi Phi were actually at a warehouse in Baton Rouge where Wilson was punched in the chest and collapsed. He was later pronounced unalive by doctors at an area hospital. There were 9 pledges in the line doing an unsanctioned fraternity ritual, and each one allegedly forced to take blood. See? What make you think this was a good idea for doing hate? It's like hate someone into fraternity. Just take a blow to your chest, and you think nobody gonna lose their lives? And I wanted that badly for a brotherhood or sisterhood? F out of here. No. Whether you knew or not of his health conditions, you knew to cause harm. To punch someone repeatedly in the chest. And they knew they messed up. They shouldn't have done that because that's not part of their or verified method for fraternity or sorority. No. The sources said, when Wilson was hit, sources with knowledge of the event said he reportedly collapsed to the ground and began having a seizure at the warehouse. Wilson, 20 years old. I think he was a senior. He was about to graduate. This was his senior year. And people will come online and tell us that we can't speak on this because we're not part of D9. F you. I said what I said. We don't need to know the ins and outs of the organization, knowing that someone losing their lives doing pledging is inhumane. Come on now. Wilson 20 of Cornell, Los Angeles was a junior. Oh, he was a junior. But, he almost a senior. Somebody say he was a senior in one post, and then he's saying junior in this post. Okay, whatever. He's junior, going close to senior. A junior at Southern University Management and Mechanical Engineering and a member of the university band known as the Human Jukebox. Oops, no, we're not supposed to do that. I did that. The point is, someone lost their life. Instead of the people in the fraternity is understanding and realize that this is wrong and messed up. People in the organizations going back and forth with people about they should shut up because they don't know what we talking about when it comes to stuff like this. Because we're not part of it. So because we're not part of it, we don't have no. Who said that? That got me upset. Cause I said, who the hell is gonna tell us what we can't talk about? It's on the internet, right? And someone lost their lives. So we have every right to say about this. To knowing that there are organizations out there that still practice some of these freaking stupid, heinous hazing practices where it should be abolished. And these kids knew they was wrong because they took it outside the grounds. And lied about it. If it was my child, you couldn't tell me nothing. You may not tell me what the fuck I'm going to say or not. Because I'm in the fraternity or not. No, I'm going to talk about what the hell I want to talk about. And these kids who are responsible need to be responsible in the school. Now, well, they're part of the school ground, so they should have share some responsibility in making sure these organizations don't step out of bounds. Yes. So I'm thinking, so where's the advisory at? Where was adults people in this situation? When these organizations do these kind of things, it should be a supervision. I know it's kind of just something different, yada, yada, yada. What's your thoughts? I know I'm going off, I'm ranting and I'm going off about it. But what's your thoughts about this? Let me see. That's audio. Let's listen to audio about it. And that just got me hot. I was like, y'all see the comment section, they was going off. Tell us what we cannot speak on. I said, boy.
And police are working to...
A source tells our team a university student has died and police are working to see if a fraternity ritual might be to blame. The student, 20-year-old Caleb Wilson, reportedly collapsed at Disbreck Park off of Sherwood Forest Boulevard. A source tells our team that it all happened during a fraternity ritual around 3 a.m. Wilson was taken to Baton Rouge General on Bluebonnet, where he was pronounced dead. An autopsy is being performed to determine the exact cause of death. Wilson was a member of Southern's Human Jukebox Marching Band. Southern University released a statement saying, quote, Southern University is aware of an off-campus incident that may have resulted in the death of a student, Caleb Wilson. The campus community extends condolences to his family, classmates, and loved ones. Southern is cooperating fully with the Baton Rouge Police Department. A university student has died.
So, dear Southern University community, it is with profound sadness that I share the devastating news of the passing of our student, Caleb Wilson. Caleb, a junior from New Orleans majoring in mechanical engineering, was also a dedicated member of the Southern University Human Jukebox. My bad, he's a junior, y'all. Marcher Band. The tragic loss leaves a void in our Jaguar family, and our thoughts and prayers are with Caleb's friends, family, classmates, and loved ones during this incredibly difficult time. An off-campus incident is believed to have contributed to Caleb's death. Southern University is cooperating fully with the Baton Rouge Police Department, which is leading the investigation. At this time, no further details are available. We recognize that such a loss can have a profound emotional impact. Council services are available to provide support to our students, faculty, and staff. If you and someone know is in need of assistance, please visit. They gave a website. In moments like these, it's important that we come together as communities to support one another and honor the memory of Caleb Wilson. He will be deeply missed, but never forgotten. Yeah, it is crazy how when something like this happened, people want to tell us what we can't talk about. And people in the community, and people if in this the D9 or speaking out, say, "Oh no, we're not saying you can't talk about the injustice of the happen and the death. You just talk about you don't know what you're talking about when it comes to the fraternity sorority, so you should not speak on that." I said we can speak on what we're gonna speak on. And we talk about the inhumane hazing practices that's being done. Obviously, it's being done because this guy wouldn't have lost his life, right? Instead of condemning the actions of what happened, you fighting us in the conversation, and people tell us we can't speak. So, okay. If you had any thoughts later on, because I know it was a heavy topic. I don't know why I ended with a heavy. You guys are heavy. Child, you like to have some laugh. And this little heavy topic. But actually, this should be the first topic. But whatever. But I just want to share that light up there, let people know about it if you never heard about it or what. But it was very sad, and this young guy was a junior, almost there. He was almost there to start the rest of his life. It's not here anymore, and I can imagine the family's going through, the parents and whatnot. You saying it is very scary. You sending your child away to college. It's a different chapter of their lives and whatnot. My mom was crying, boo-hoo, crying when I left college. And worried about me every day until I graduated. Like, and that was good though, but still, it's scary. Send your child away. You're not there. Whether you think about whether you worry about whether they eating right, whether they're adjusting, the decision making they have, the friends they deal with, where they gonna be safe or not. A lot of this going in your mind and head when you send your child to college. And for you to get a phone call as a parent and say your child is lost their life because he wanted to join the fraternity and the cause of death of repeated punching in the chest. So whoever those kids are responsible, who's those freaking the leaders, need to be held to the full extent. I mean, whatever. Stuff like this shouldn't be happening, but stuff like this does. Why we can't do like community services type of things? I know some of them does do that, but let's let that be a requirement. Why are we doing this inhumane acts? Standing outside, shaving, doing this, getting hit, doing that, getting spanked, all that extra stuff. Waking all hours in the morning. She's a mentoring program, community service, stuff like that. That had to cause somebody to lose their life. He would have still been here.
You don't know why that
Oh
Republican
no,
is from.
I ain't meant to say that. I mean, I don't want you, Don Lemon. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm about to talk about stuff like that. But yes, that was that. But yes, I think I might do Beyond the Gates tomorrow because I got to catch up on the episodes. So I got to catch up on that. I do have to catch up on Traders. I haven't been watching Traders lately. So I got to watch that. So what I'm going to do for the last video of Traders, it'll still going to be pre-recorded in audio, but I go to watch it whenever I stop that all the way to the end. And I just give you my full opinion about what's happening. The UK season 3 Traders is out now, I think. And I heard a lot of people talk about that season too. So now I can finally watch it if y'all on Peacock. The Married to Medicine, when I watch the episode, I'll give y'all a thing because the reunion's coming up soon. I'll watch it. Beauty in Black came back this past Thursday. And I said, listen, people, what? Y'all need to stop putting all these clips and everything on Twitter. That's what's so you can't be on Twitter when these new shows come on. Because everybody's love to throw clips and tell them what the hell happened instead of putting spoilers on the figure title or your figure thing. Stop spoiling people that people want to see it themselves. That's so quick. Child, look at that. I did so much in my figure camera folder now. Look at that. Ooh, my camera drunk, y'all. My camera drunk. Camera. Chill. Too much. I try to remember if I remember the first part. I do remember most of it. Because I do remember that Hope That Girl Body is dead. I don't care about her. Oh, do away with Body. Y'all know I never liked that character. She's the only character I never really disdained a character in celebrated movies ever. And that's one of those characters I don't care for. Girl, get over her. Let her body just get bodied out. F out of here. I don't care. But knowing Tyler Perry, she's gonna be alive. They show a clip. And then Beyond the Gates. You know, that comes like every day, Monday to Fridays. And then everybody in the mother throwing clips every now and then. Tell them, I said, oh, can we watch the show before y'all start throwing clips on these freaking social media? At least put spoilers. At least say spoiler alert. So people gonna skip past it so they won't see it. But you know, this day and age. But I do know not everybody was able to watch the show. So I guess it works for people who doesn't have the show and is looking for the clips and everything and see what's happening. They can make comments. So I understand that. But yeah, at least give a few days before you start posting stuff. They be posting right away. Yeah, so Marriage Spence, I gotta do that. The Ready to Love, I get on that. I'm done with Married at First Sight. I'm not watching that anymore. I'm done. The Decision Day is done. I already talked about what happened Decision Day, and that's that. I know it's more episodes now, and I don't care. Wake me up when the reunion comes. And Love is Blind, Racist Season of Love is Blind, I'm done with it too. I don't care. I'm done. I just don't got time for it. I keep it up with it by watching other people's reviews, but me watching it myself now. So right now I'm watching Survivor. You know, the new season of Survivor's out. The new season of Amazing Race is out. I just watched the latest episode of Amazing Race. I'm enjoying it. It was a good episode. I gotta finish watching Survivor and everything. So you know, I gotta catch up on my shows and stuff. But yes, y'all, they gonna coming through here. Yeah, I'm gonna do more of these social, relax and chill and missiles type of things. So you know, it's not always TV shows all the time. And yeah, remember, I still gotta do the audio next part for the next set of chapters of something on the side. So I gotta get back on that. So gotta get things going. If you have Fiance, I haven't forgot about that either. I gotta catch up on that. It's like that. Now the Love and Marriage Detroit is coming back, but I don't know if I'm gonna watch that. Because I don't care about that. All right. Whatever. I don't care. Anything else before we get out of here, y'all? Anything y'all want me to discuss? That happened? Besides Orange Man, because I'm not discussing him. No, he's too much. And I end it with this funny note, this tip thing. I don't know if y'all see this. Let's end it with this and then we get out of here. So somebody said, listen, if you can't tip your server, don't go out to eat. I said, okay, let's see what they said. Your bill, $107.53. Move the decimal over 1 to make it $10.75. Then times it by 3, $32.75, and your final total is be $139.75. Will y'all tip that person with this logic? First of all, I answer that myself. No, I'm not. You ain't getting no $30-something out of me. And how I should know? First of all, I would tip if you had good service. Even though if you have bad service, sometimes I still would tip because I know how hard out here for a pimp to work in these types of areas. So I would still tip. But I ain't times nothing about no 3. I don't know where do you get that times 3 from. Now, if multiple people and they each want to give our own kind of funding, yes, you get that. But no. But it's funny the ones that give us that have horrible service but have a mandatory gratuity. Horrible service, but mandatory gratuity. That's the one I despise. I said, oh, child, whatever. And they know they can rest on giving horrible services, but they know they're going to get a guaranteed good tip. Instead of getting tip based on your services. Now, ones that do really exceptionally well with the services, they are point, they remember the order, they are attentive, they did everything I needed and stuff like that. Food is good. Yes, I will give them more on tip. Especially with the restaurant, because you know, whatever. Make it $10 or make $15, maybe $20, but no win, no 30s. Nah, and nothing get times by 3. So I went to end it with here, and I would say, what y'all think? What's y'all thoughts? Anybody replay game? Let me know y'all thoughts about the tipping thing. One of that, but hey. How about don't be a server if you can't give great service? All right, y'all. So if I do Beyond the Gates tomorrow, y'all will see the link up because y'all know I'll promote it way ahead of time. Y'all usually be probably around 8-ish tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. And if not, maybe that's the one. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, chill. But yes, we'll get into it. So if anything else, y'all hit me on my Discord, on my other socials, and on the chit chat. You know I'm around. And talk to y'all later. Have a good one. Peace out. Yes, give me good service and you get good tip. Don't give bad service and then you expect a good tip. No, that's not happening. Not at all. right, you later. Good night, y'all. Thank you for coming through. Peace out. We play game. Appreciate y'all. Like that video. Please like the video and tell me your thoughts down in the comment section down below. All right. Talk to y'all later. Peace out.